Many things come to mind when you mention the country of Italy, but for a racer, it evokes a national history of pure driving passion and some of the most prized names in motorsports across the world. So let's take to a beautiful racecourse in the Toscana countryside and close out the season in style for this month's Hotlap Challenge. As the year winds to a close, we want to celebrate a great year of sim racing, so we'll head to the Mugello circuit for tight turns, technical high-speed corners, and supersonic speeds on the front straightaway. While there was prominent road racing in Mugello going back as far as 1920, 1974 saw the first races on this permanent course that was set up due to safety concerns, and it became a staple of junior formula racing before being purchased 14 years on by the team in red, Ferrari. It served as a sister track to the Fiorano test course, operating as a testing ground for Ferrari's latest and greatest creations. The course still hosts international series such as Formula One during the 2020 season, and now endurance racing with the 4 Hours of Mugello in the European Le Mans series. Today, it becomes the perfect venue to send off a track-oriented hypercar with over 1,000 horsepower. One of the best parts about the 3-mile lap around Mugello has to be the way each corner connects into the next, with a surprising amount of flow that gets better as the lap continues. The first section of corners slows you down considerably from the high-speed straightaway, while the faster sections of the track give you amazing high-speed views while rolling over the Tuscan hills. Mugello is generally tough to pass on in high-speed cars, but lends itself well to the close-quarters racing of F3 and F4. The red, white, and green theming of the track is unmistakable, and with the song of the engine behind you, every corner urges you to go faster than the last. Elevation changes are noticeable, but only present in a handful of corners, and help distinguish the track visually from its contemporaries. But even with all of that, there's still a healthy amount of runoff at every turn, and it's quite beginner-friendly. Now the car for this month's hot lap may need some of that runoff area, even if it needs no introduction. But with that said, let's head to the garage and check it out. While the cars are always the stars of every good hot lap challenge, I really want to put a spotlight on our stallion of choice for this month. We'll be seeing Ferrari's flagship supercar change over from the LaFerrari to the newly announced Ferrari F80 next year. But we've still got a chance to appreciate the pinnacle of the LaFerrari's development, which sits here before us now. The Ferrari FXX is based on the LaFerrari platform and utilizes a 9,000 RPM V12 engine along with a hybrid powertrain and energy recovery system to effectively create the ultimate track-focused hypercar. Of course, such a vehicle is exceptionally rare, costing around $3 million and only being available to the most loyal of Ferrari customers. This digital recreation lets you feel what 1,050 horsepower to the rear wheels can do, accelerating the car at insane speeds out of corners. That is, if you can keep it under control. I'll usually throw some stat on the board for what the ultimate capability of the machine is, but I was able to get over 200 miles an hour on the racetrack while testing the car for this challenge, and still break in time for the upcoming turn. And it was not only ridiculously fast, but mostly well behaved while doing testing. Your reflexes have to keep up with the limitations of the tires, with the car having more raw horsepower than downforce. Despite this, it can corner as well as modern GT machines on a 10-year-old chassis design. If you can respect the car, it will reward you with a sublime driving experience. But if you put a foot wrong, this thoroughbred will throw you out of the saddle. Let's lock in for the track breakdown and see what it takes to put together a lap around the Autodromo Internazionale del Mugello. Our hot lap starts at a high rate of speed coming down the front straightaway. Your braking point will be quite different from when you first exit the pits, so keep your eyes up and place your car on the left-hand side as you approach turn 1, San Donato. After you pass a 200-meter board on the left, start knocking your speed down and you can approach the corner with either a late apex or a double apex approach. Your main goal is to keep the car tidy and keep your lines tight to the inside before powering out of the first corner. You'll toss the car quickly to the right-hand side before getting back on the brakes into turns 2 and 3. These are a set of slow corners that prioritize a strong exit out of turn 3, and most of the course will be done in 3rd and 4th gear, including these slower corners. You can try 2nd gear, but the ratio may be too short to carry an appropriate amount of speed out of the slow bends. 4 and 5 have a similar profile to 2 and 3, but are less sharp of corners. You still want to brake after the start of the curbing on the right, past the 100 board, and put focus on now using all of the track available to use the downforce on the car, going out to the curbs while accelerating to the Casanova corner of turn 6. This corner is a huge test of commitment to see how comfortable you are trusting the aero while not overdriving the corner entry. Brake about halfway down the painted curb on the left of the track, and as the course falls away from you, you have to change directions for the Savelli corner at turn 7. While you shouldn't need to brake mid-corner, you do have to watch your speed unless you want to sail off the track at the exit of the turn. The Arrabbiata complex is made up of 2 right-hand turns that go back uphill, really giving the track a roller coaster feeling after flying down Casanova. Brake before the curbing of turn 8 on the left, and drive a smooth line that traces from the edge of the curbing, touching the inside curb on the apex, and going back out to the left again, slowing down again to repeat the process for turn 9. 10 and 11 feel exactly like turns 2 and 3, but in the opposite direction. Brake at the start of the curb on the left and use all the track to make good use of your limited grip. Turn 12 is a long corner that you'll likely want to double apex again, braking early and waiting until you can clearly see the exit to accelerate. The corner exit is not very important here, with the Biandetti corners following directly at the exit of turn 12. Maximize your run out of those two and prepare yourself for the final corner of turn 15. Brake at the 100 board and keep a very tight line to the left side of the corner until you can see the pit lane entrance, where you'll let the car track back out to the right. As you go up the gears, the car will climb well above 170 miles an hour as you jet down the start-finish straight to complete your lap. So let's put it all together and take a look at full speed. While the car is extreme in every sense of the word, this is a no-nonsense track where strong foundational racing theory will be the best way to get time out of the car. You can't push the limits of the car from above its capabilities, and you have to respect just how narrow the course feels, even if in reality it's fairly wide across. This car will be a handful that you want to exert as much control over as possible. Use the paddle shifters to manage the power of the car, including short shifting out of the exit of some corners. Being able to catch the slide when the grip runs out is also a valuable tool, but you have plenty of adjustability in the driver assist department, along with a full menu of tuning options, including tire compounds, deployment modes, spring rates, alignment, and more. There should be plenty of time to be found, especially by messing with the hybrid system and tires if you know what to look for. The more time you take to understand the car, usually the better you can manage it across the track and extract more lap time. And keep an eye on your battery level if you're hot lapping for long periods of time, as if the car runs out of battery, it will slow down a lot on the straightaways. I expect the top times to be in the 1 minute 43 region, and I managed a lap time of 146.957 on a stock setup. As with all of our monthly hot lap challenges, we offer $250 in voucher codes for your next trip to DriveSims, with $150 available for our winner, $75 available for second place, and $25 to round out our podium in third. If you think you've got the skills to get it done, come in and put that to the test. Register your account today at drivesims.com and book your next session. And if you want that extra leg up, join our Apex Club membership for racing discounts, iRacing access, exclusive offers, and more. Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it and share with your friends to see who's really the fastest driver among you. If you want to see more guides like this every month, make sure to subscribe to the channel. My name is Blake, I'm the resident in-house instructor here for DriveSims, and until next time, we'll see you all out on the track.